Hello everybody, this is my childhood home. It's a beautiful house on a hill in 14 acres of woods. And today we're going to clean it up using my trusty dusty Rip It to get me through. My parents are a little bit older and I don't live at home anymore. Things get overgrown really quickly here, especially when it's not able to be managed every single day. So I decided to come and help clean it up. My parents' property and house are absolutely gorgeous and they're very lucky, and I was very lucky to be raised in such a wonderful environment. I'm a woods baby through and through. Anyways, we're going to start with these steps right here. There was a lot of overgrown weeds in the bricks, and my dad's way of managing it is taking out the bricks and pucking everything out, but I am not really going to do that today, especially since the steps are concreted in over here. Here's my dad, and he is telling me where he wants me to work and how he's been doing it, and he's just thanking me for coming over and helping. But yeah, he had some plans though for the day, so I am doing it by myself for right now. So I just stuck my headphones in and listened to my little fairy book that I'm currently listening to. I'm currently listening to What Lies Beyond the Veil, and it's really, really good so far. What are you guys listening to today? And then I saw a little gardener snake, and it was so cute. I was doing this without any gloves on for a little while, and it made me think like, oh, what if I grabbed a snake with my bare hands? That'd be kind of scary. But I just continued to do not have gloves on for a little bit longer until I ended up cutting my finger. And then I said, okay, it's time to put gloves on probably. But yeah, here's me clearing out the weeds. And then after I cleared out the weeds, I just got a broom and just started sweeping all the dust and the leaves that I pulled out of the ground. I'll let you guys watch while I do that though. There was a whole nest of ants over here, so I'm so glad I got those gloves, by the way. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna make this into a little series because I'm gonna be here all day, and I thought I'd film my whole progress with you guys. So here is what it looks like after I finished weeding everything. There's also these little green plants on the left side that I don't know if I want to keep or rip up. I ripped up some of it so it wasn't so overgrown, but they grow really fast. But I also think they look kind of magical, so I'm not entirely sure if I should get rid of them. What are you guys' thoughts? Anyway, stay tuned for part 2. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy gardening. Bye! Hey guys, this is my childhood home and welcome back to cleaning it up. In the last video, we cleaned up these stairs and they look so much better now. There's my Rip It. That's the only thing keeping me through this, by the way. I started weed whacking and I saw so many gardener snakes. It was crazy. And so then I felt bad weed whacking over here because I didn't want to ruin their home. So I moved and I started working on this little bridge area. There's a tiny little pond on one side, and on the other side there's a larger pond. And you can't really tell because there's just so much shrubbery and bushes over here. So my dad came out and him and I were just, hacking away at this shit. There's so many vines and it was miserable trying to remove all of it. There's a big bunch of it coming out right now. The entire time we were talking about how we're definitely going to get ticks on us and I will have a panic attack because that's my worst nightmare. Fun fact about me is I just, for some reason, attract them like crazy. It must be in my blood or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. And I don't mind bugs, but something about ticks and chiggers, makes me want to kill myself. So anyways, we finished the pile. Haha, just kidding. There's just so much more brush. We just made a small pile and that was just only a dent. So I started picking it up and moving it over to the woods over on the other side of the pond. And we're just putting it right here because my dad wants to level out the trail that's this way. So like once it decomposes and stuff, maybe it'll be a little bit more level. Honestly, it doesn't look like we did any work at all, but we did a lot and we were sweating so much at this point. My dad left me to go work up on the second level behind me to take down some of the bushes and the trees. So I just started cleaning up a little bit more of our mess so it looks a little bit nicer. And thank God for this tool and tools in general because I was doing it by hand earlier and it just made it so much easier. Then I went in with a rake and just tried to get as much as I could out. And then I just got tired and sweaty. But you can see the pond now. It's definitely still messy, but we're getting a lot done. It looks a lot better. So stay tuned for the next part and you'll see how far we got. Hello everybody, this is my childhood home and today we're going to be cleaning it up. This is part 3 of me cleaning up this patio area. This is what we did in the last video. It's still very messy looking, but it was a lot of work to get it to where it looks like now. But since we cut it down, we are able to get to the rest of the patio now. The entire patio is made of brick and it was very beautiful when I was a little kid. It is unfortunately covered in ivy and all sorts of other pricker bushes and plants. And so today we're going to be using my rake and my tools to cut it down. This project is no joke. I really thought I was going to get this done in one day, and obviously that's probably not going to happen. I'm so sweaty and tired, and look how excited I look to continue to work. I'm just kidding. I actually really like doing this kind of stuff. It's a good way to work out, and it's actually really fun, especially like the time-lapse videos to see how much progress I got in the little time. I do knock you over every once in a while, but anyways, I took my rake and I was just trying to get the first layer of the ivy up. I'm gonna go until it downpours is basically what I was saying. But since this is a lot of ivy and it's gonna take a lot of time, come back for the next part. See you guys. Bye. Hello guys, welcome to my childhood home, and today we're going to be cleaning it up. This is part 4, I believe, of my little series of cleaning up my parents' patio. And the only way I'm surviving this is from my trusty Rip It. So if they would sponsor me, that would be awesome. We're going to jump right into it. Last episode, we were raking up this little area with all the ivy. Underneath all this ivy and plant is a brick patio, which we're trying to uncover. My dad wanted to move this money plant because my mom likes them and he wanted to replant it over on the other side. So using my hands and my rake and a shovel, I was trying to uncover as much brick as I possibly could. And it was working for a little bit. But goddamn, I was sweating and I was so tired. So we moved over to this tree that's over a tiny pond. You can't really see the pond because of the tree. We don't want to completely remove the tree because we still like it, but we just want it to be a little bit smaller. And here's a shot about how sweaty and tired I look. Look at me. I'm just tiny and sleepy. But anyways, I decided I'm going to use power tools now. And thank God I did. Oh my God. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I just took this little saw thing. I don't even know what it's called, but I started using that to basically cut up the roots and the vines so that I could go in with my rake and then move it all. And this just made the process so much faster. While I was doing that, my dad was cutting down part of this tree so that it could bring in more sunlight and also just was encroaching over on the patio too much. This is really a prime example of two people with extreme ADHD working together. We were not consistently working on one part of the patio. We were just going from place to place because that's just who we are as people. And here is what we got done so far. Hey, we're making some sort of progress, right? I mean, it looks a little bit better. You can see some of the brick.
Well, we're tired and we're sweaty, aren't we, Dad? We're tired and we're sweaty. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you in the next part.
Hello guys, this is my childhood home and today we're going to be cleaning it up. This is part 5 of the little mini series I'm doing where I'm cleaning up my parents' patio and yard because it is very overgrown. My parents are a little bit older and I no longer live here, so it's a little bit harder to manage, so it gets really overgrown really fast. Here's what it looked like when we started the patio area, and here's what it looks like now. It still needs a lot of work, but it looks tremendously better. In this video, we're going to focus on these trees and bushes up here at the top. My dad started going up there, and because I'm also an ADHD person, I followed him instead of finishing the project I already started. It also looked like way more fun than the project I was working on where I was removing the ivy off the brook, so I decided to go up there too.
If you're enjoying this content, please follow, because I'm so tired.
I went up there with my bush trimmer and it made my life so much easier. Look how quickly that went down. And then my dad started using his tiny little Temu saw. That's right, he bought a little tiny saw from Temu and he started cutting off the branches of this tree. He started pulling it, but it wasn't really working, so I used my brute strength and I pulled the whole ash tree down because I'm so strong. I'm like a draft horse over here, dude. My brothers have all moved away, so I just become the boy my dad always wanted.
Ta-da! I pulled that whole ash tree by myself. Well, my dad was cutting while I was pulling. But ta-da! Hello guys, and if you haven't already seen the cleaning up my parents' patio and garden, you should go watch that. But today I'm going to show you everything that we did in one day. So if you saw the first video, I cleaned up all of these steps. Oh, I almost fell on my ass. That was scary. We cleaned up these steps so they're not so overgrown anymore. And then we came over here. This is a whole pile that we have to relocate over into the woods, and I gotta throw this stuff away. We took out some of this stuff here. It does look pretty messy right now, but that's just because we're not done yet. But it was a lot more overgrown originally. So we got over here and you can see some more concrete. And here is the other patio. This is all brick under here. You can see.
And we got most of the ivy up in this little area, but unfortunately there's still tons around the whole border. And this stuff is just really hard to get up anyway. So this is gonna take a lot of time and a lot of machinery and effort. We cut some of this stuff down. We got to go a little bit farther back and get all the other like pricker bushes and all of the other ivy. Then up here, my dad and I removed a lot of this tree. So now it's a lot more open. And me, I pulled the whole tree down by myself because I'm just so strong like that. And so now I came over here. And here is a tree that we also cut down. And we put a lot of the shrubber, like stuff that we cut down right over there. Anywho, here's more piles of stuff that we have to cut. We also trimmed this tree back a little bit so you can see the pond. But yeah, if you guys like that series, let me know. I'm going to be back hopefully in the next couple days to do some more work. So see you later. Bye. I almost fell my down. Goddamn. Day 2, I'm an outfit repeater. I wore this yesterday. I'm going to wear it again. And it's a little bit cooler. It's later in the day today, so hopefully we can get a little bit more done. Yay! Y'all remember how we started these rocks and didn't finish it? Well, today we're finishing them. JK, we did not actually finish it today, but we got a little bit closer to the end goal. What I'm doing right now is taking out all of the rocks so that I can get to all the root systems underneath, because the ivy in the vine plants has such an intricate rooting system that it's almost impossible to get all the roots out without getting everything cleared out first. After I was done, I went over to the patio. My dad started working on it too. So now you get to watch him work. So fun. I mainly had him work on it because there's some really, really big roots that I just didn't want to do myself because it was just taking so much energy. So I made my 7-year-old father do it instead. I am the baby after all. I also wanted to say thank you to everybody that's been enjoying this content. I've been having so much fun out here working on this. And I love sharing all the things I do with you guys just because I have so many hobbies and so many things that I like to do, and I think it's just fun. Also, if you're a TikTok consumer like me and you follow those big series where people like completely change an entire space and it's just so drastic and fun to watch, that's why I made this series, because I would watch it. I actually wasn't supposed to put this clip in here because I'm going to make a whole separate video about what I was doing while my dad was working on the rock area, but here it is anyway, so you get a glimpse of what I was doing. I finally started using my brain a little bit during this project and decided to use a shovel to take the roots out, which I was doing before, but not like as well as I'm doing it in this clip. So be proud of me. I found out what worked and I'm actually getting it done so much faster than before. Yay! Yay! I have a couple more videos from day 2 that I will be sharing, and then I should be going back over there soon to finish it up. So this is what we did today. Look at how nice it looks. It needs so much more work still, but whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye! Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to my childhood home, and today we're going to be cleaning it up. So let's pop open your favorite energy drink and let's get going. Cheers! If you haven't seen the previous parts, go check them out. Here is what the patio looked like when we started. Underneath all the ivy and plants is a brick patio. And when I was a wee little child, I used to play down here. Because of the complicated root system of the ivy and other plants, I had to bring out the big guns. I used a rake, a bush trimmer, and a shovel, and I really just hacked away at this crap. And it was working for a while. I also finally put pants on because I did in fact find a tick on me. It was on the back of my leg. It was trying to bite me. I did cry and scream a little bit. It was so scary. You better tell me how brave I am in the comments. But because I am in fact strong, I continued working like a beast. And look, you can start seeing the brick underneath. I finally found a more effective way to remove the ivy in this corner by using a shovel and laying it flat and pushing it, dislodging all the roots basically from the brick. And that way I could get big piles of it onto my shovel and walk it over to our pile in the back. To be honest, I wish I did this beforehand, but I'm not always the smartest egg in the basket, so at least we're doing it now. So my dad wants to hand remove all of the bricks and lay fabric underneath. He actually is currently working on this, and soon I will be going over there and helping him with that. I don't live with my parents, so it's hard to find time to always go over there and work on this project, especially with my own projects at my house. And that's why there's probably been a lack of videos on this project, but here's where we left off today. We got a lot done. I'm actually so impressed by this because it was so overgrown before, if you remember. And we're so close to finishing the patio, but don't be fret. This property's on 14 acres, so there's always tons of projects, so there'll be more videos like this, I promise. Hopefully ones with less ivy, because god fucking damn. God damn! Ivy stinks. Here's what my dad got done on the rock wall. It's not quite done because we have to get fabric to put underneath. So he started working on the removal of the brick, and that's what that looks like. Yeah.
Take a couple more.
Here's my testament for this episode, the end of this episode. You know this pretty ivy? Oh, look how pretty and gorgeous it is. Wow, it's so pretty. Don't plant that shit. It is a bitch to get out, and it grows very fast. Right, Dad?
Holy crap.
Holy crap indeed. Anyways, see you in the next part. Hi guys, I wanted to give an update about my patio series. I have been a little busy recently, so I haven't been able to come over, but I wanted to show you all of what my dad has done so far. Firstly, we removed all of the rocks because we were going to take everything out, put a new layer of fabric down, and put these rocks back in. But his biggest job is that he's been removing all of these bricks and laying fabric underneath the bricks. And that way, grass can't grow up in it anymore. And look at it, he got a lot done. It looks so much better. Obviously, we have all this area to do left, but this is a good start. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye!